We all followed Dad back into the house through the kitchen. A giant cake stood in the middle of the table, decorated all over with stars and bats and stripes. Hundreds of candles were stuck into the icing. "That's a lot of candles," says Amanda. "It's the way they do it at vampires and fairy parties," I explained proudly. Mom and Dad smiled down at me and then they started to sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Isadora. I tried hard to blow the candles out. It took a long time, and it's the end of everyone had joined in. Dad started to cut the cake. "This top is the red layer," he said, "especially for vampires." He handed a piece to Oliver. "The second layer is a fairy," said Mom. "It's the flower petals into the and change flavors whenever you take a bite." She cut slices from the fairy layer and handed it to Amanda. "The rest is regular human cake," said Dad. "Who wants a slice?" Everyone put their hands, but no one to eat the regular human sponge. They all wanted a slice of fairy and vampire cake. "It's so yummy," said Oliver. "You had better some red juice to wash the down with," said Dad, handing the cartoon from the fridge. "This had been the most exciting party ever," said Zoe happily. "I'm sad it's almost over," says Amanda. "Well, you must leave without your party bags," said Dad, hurrying out to fetch them. He came back and handed to my friends one each. "Ooh," says she, pulling something on her bag. "What's this?" "It's a packet of seeds," said Mom. "You grow your own flowers with. Nature is very important. You also have more cakes in there," said Dad, "wrapped in tissue, like it's supposed to be." "I've got a pot of hair gel," yelled Bruno. "I've got a flower crown," says Amanda. "I've got some toothpaste in mind," said Oliver, puzzled. "That's special toothpaste," said Dad. "It keeps your vampire fangs nice and white. Very important." Oliver looked surprised. "But my vampire fangs are just pretend ones," he said. He put his hand to his mouth and pulled it outside of the plastic fangs. Dad's eyes nearly popped out his head. "What?" he started. "I brought them into the costume shop," said Oliver. "It's only cost 50 pence. 50 pence? Dad gasped. "That cheek!" He was still recovering from his shock when the doorbell started to ring. Ding dong, ding dong. It was time for my friends to go home. Zoe was the last to leave. "Goodbye, Isadora," she said, giving me the warm hug. "Thank you for a lovely party." "Thank you for coming," I said, and I meant it. "Phew," said Dad, leaning against the door with Zoe had disappeared down into the front of the garden path with her mom. "I am excited." "Me too," said Mom. Wilbur slunk into the hallway. "I'm leaving now too, Uncle and Auntie," he said. "Ah, Wilbur," said Dad, "I forgot you still here. Thank you for your help today." Wilbur looked a bit sheepish as he fitted with his scary wizard hat. He said. "That's quite all right." Then he looked at me. "Sorry, Isadora," he said gruffly. "I should have listened to you more today." Then he scuttled quickly out of the front door before I could say anything. I was shocked. Wilbur had just apologized to me. I felt shiny as I followed Mom and Dad back into the kitchen and unwrapped my presents. Mom opened the cupboard under the sink took out of the package from earlier. We all sat around the table. This is a very special present, said Mom, holding it to me. But today is your prom. You are evidently old enough to use it, said Dad, smiling. I started to unwrap the long, thin package. What would it be? It's a wand! I screamed, jumping out the chair and into the air. My own wand! Thank you, I said, dancing around the kitchen, waving it so that sparkles shoot out from the star. It's the best present ever. Dad smiled and put his arm around Mom. Mom yawned and leaned over her head on Dad. They both closed their eyes. We are glad you like it, Dad muttered sleepily. Pink Rabbit and I took another slice of cakes and wandered back into the great hall on our own. I waved my new wand around, practicing use the small thing. I changed the colors of the balloons and made one of them loft into the air. Then I sat down next to a pile of presents from my friends. It was a fun party overall, wasn't it? I said, licking the last of the icing on my fingers. Pink Rabbit nodded. I got a bit too ricky at some points, I said, but think of everything turned is okay in the end. I think my friends enjoy it, don't you? Pink Rabbit nodded again and shrugged into me. It was very kind of Mom and Dad were organized such a nice party for me, I said. I'm glad they are the way they are. If they were any different, then I wouldn't be me. And I love being a vampire, very real. I put the first present on my lap and started to unwrap it. I'm also glad my friends are the way they are, I continued. They are very special too. Pink Rabbit smiled sleepy and yawned. I had a great birthday, I said, but even so, I think I'll organize my own party next year. Fancy dress shop. Isadora loves dressing up. What's your favorite outfit? Ballerina, mermaids, dinosaurs, ice cream, princess, witch.